chose this way of living, nah, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ Hill, still trying to get them 40 stuck. So line them up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Without a doubt, I've been around. Yeah, everybody knows my name when I show up now. And I've been from New York to LA and every place in between, but they don't do it like we do it in my hometown. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ Hill, still try to get them 40 stuck. So line them up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ Hill, still trying to get them 40 stuck. So line them up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Yeah, I'm anything but new to country. Yeah, I'm anything but new to country. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give him the key. And it's only me. Wait till they, then give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team, give me a team, give me a team. They wanna scheme, 'cause I wanna sing. And she want a team, and she want a team, and she want a team. I'm a die about, I'm a direction to write about. Did too much numbers to type them out, but I'm one away from that Michael route. Step on my brothers, we hike them down. I'ma step on my brothers, the hype inside. I've been married to mud, I can't wipe it out more than I fell back in love with the process now. Should've started with that, yeah. Different than all of them rats, my heart is a test. Lab on them outside, stuff in the back. I've been walking them down and then walking them back like ill. Y'all gotta sell that, and the waist can't get they belt back. If I fell back, that girl felt that. Dust these Jones, I just need spell check. Give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give him the key. And it's only me. Wait till they, then give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team, give me a team, give me a team. They wanna scheme, 'cause I wanna sing. And she want a team, and she want a team, and she want a team. Put their heads down, running up the gangs, oh yeah. But they
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jackson looking to throw right away. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Second and 9. An option give now to Mitchell. Busts through the tackle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
First down, here's Mitchell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real quick. 0 to 100 real quick.
Get hot! Get hot!
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd down and 13. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Green.
Here's Fields. That's caught right side, but it's Warren. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and then he's got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Let's pick up on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Green 19. Hey, Tay. Get wide. I got him. Go.
Off play action. Fields. That escapes the sand. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Green 19, Green 19. Sit high.
They'll run with Wilson. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Here we go. Here's that.
Running it out of the gun with Bruce. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. Right.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Don't jump. Ready? 19 windy. Here we go.
And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Right 75. Here we go. We're good. Right.
Right back to him on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58, right? Right.
On the option left is Fields. And they win this one inside the 35. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
222.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
But he'll definitely say that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down.
Go.
They throw it out right complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
331.
Now Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. Chimps here. 58.
Warren will try the right side. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. A handoff for Warren. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 44 yards rushing for him now. A great start to this AFC title game.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Hurry up.
Pierce. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes a reverse. A nice little juke. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Henry up the middle. He gets away from 1. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
180. Get up. 180. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Throwing is Jackson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now 2nd and 3.
180. Come on. 180. It's up. 180. It's up.
Mitchell now off the option. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hold on.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
What? 180. 180. What is up?
And Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles. Fields hit and the ball is loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Here we go, son. Blue 58, blue 58. Hey, Ted. Watch your key. Go.
Here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58, sit high. Sit high.
From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like.
Taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 71 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Ravens 3. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. Oh, what a move. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Racing to the end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers taking it in. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14 to 10. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, Scott. 319, dress hut. Right.
On the give, it's Warren. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 69 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This is 2nd and 8. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Fields going to change things up here. Throwing on 2nd down. Fields. And he fires one incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
a gain of 17 yards. First down, Baltimore.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
180! 180!
From the gun again. And a loose football. And it looks like stealing football. It is.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. A short one there to Fryermuth. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A passing down here. 5 receivers on the field as they look at a 2nd and 8.
Here we go, son. 58, is that? Is that all right?
Now it's Fields. It's brought in by Wilson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Roman Wilson, 40 yards. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
21, Ravens 10. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
3rd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
19 instructions. Right.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Hey, Ken.
To throw is Fields. Throw right side, Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, son. 3-19, can I see that? Go.
They'll run it, Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield, and he's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go. 3-19, can I see that? All right.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Fields changing the play. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on third down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tonight. Extend.
And they lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go. 331.
Fields going to keep it once more. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down. But that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Fields now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Here's Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Good short hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the counter, it's Henry. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Jackson now off the bootleg. A short one there, caught by Likely. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
In motion left, Flowers. And they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Flowers going to go in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Here we go, son.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Good. 3-19. 135. Tonight.
Running left, it's Warren. And they can't bring him down. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll get this out to about the 42.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now. And that's a heck of a run.
Here we go, son. All right.
Now a run to Warren. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Here we go, son. Green 19, next up. Set.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for him first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
551, 551. Tonight.
They toss it to Warren. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this returnable for Hill. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Jackson. It's complete to Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Flowers going to go in motion right. Now Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Get hot! 180! 180! That's it!
Jackson. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Report!
Jackson will throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Baltimore, first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Ravens.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Right side. There's Likely with it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And Jackson throwing once more. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Jackson going to change things up a bit. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And it's a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
319, guys, net. EQ!
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
On the run, it's Warren. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
11. Go.
Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
3:19, get that. Hey, can. Tonight.
Now Fields. Going right back to Wilson. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Don't jump. Ready? 3:19, get that.
Off play action. Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Fields. He'll try and do this himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Looked like an issue with a snap, and he pulled it wide left. It's no good. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. This is 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Inside handoff, Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. That's a 39-yard line.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And at 50 seconds left, he'll spike it to stop the clock.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson.
He's going to float this one deep right side. A man that's caught at the 6-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Now Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Second down, goal to go. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Ravens 16.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Here we go. Green 19, Jesse back.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
The Steelers are AFC champs once again as we say thanks for watching and good night.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.